Hey there, Beach Bobcats, and welcome to week 6 of Do It With Me Specials. This week we're continuing the camping theme. We're getting out there and enjoying nature and our surroundings. Today you find me at Puget State Park, where we get to see the ocean, the tides, we get to hike on some trails, and wait, what's that? You see something? Let's go check it out. It's amazing you saw it from so far away. Let's see what it is. Well, you're right. That's a message in a bottle. I'm gonna find a place to set this down and let's find out what's inside. I know it's a little windy here, so it might be hard to hear me. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we found in this message in a bottle. Maybe it's a treasure map. Oh, that's actually really hard to get out of there. Okay. What do you guys see? A beach scavenger hunt. Oh, and actually there's a message. Several messages. It says, summer's gonna be lots of fun, but we're gonna miss you so much here at the beach, Beechwood Elementary. While you're away, here are some things that you can do. Oh, sweet. So it's kind of a list of summer fun ideas. It says, have a picnic in your backyard. Kick off the day with donuts and smoothies at the park once we reach a time when that's allowed. Roast marshmallows over a campfire. Camp out in your backyard or your living room. Go for a family bike ride. Watch a fireworks show. That's coming up in July, hopefully. Play a round of mini golf. Make a Jell-O castle. Play with soap foam. Make your own Play-Doh. These are all things you could do at home or around the neighborhood when that's allowed. Remember, that's so important. And then it says, do a scavenger hunt. And like we saw earlier, it even gave us the things we can look for. So why don't we do that today? I'm at the beach. You know, I showed you that. Washington Beach, Puget State Park. And we're going to try and find some of the things on this list. You'll see down here, there's a mermaid. I don't know if we're going to find that one. But since we found a message in a bottle, I think that's pretty close. First up, we have a shell. That's what we got to find. I'm going to skip the turtle for now because I don't know that I can find a turtle. But let's see if we can find that shell. So I'm going to flip the camera around and go ahead and stop me if you see a shell. Oh, stop. It's actually not that easy to find shells on this beach, but you're right, we found one just right there. Let's zoom in, take a close look. It's got a pretty inside right here. It's nice and soft, and on the outside, it's nice and hard. Okay. Oh, and there's another one right by it. This one is actually more whole. Let's see if we can hear the ocean. Yeah. I wonder if I hear the ocean, though, because, you know, it's right there. So, check. We found a shell. Right there next to it, though, that's a clam shell. And actually what we just had in our hand was half of a clamshell. So that kind of does that. Let's check out this next one. It's a crab. And I think I know where to find that. All right, here. On our hunt for some of the items on our list, we were looking for the crab. My son found a whole bunch of them. Do you see those okay down there? Don't worry, we'll set them free. We were just finding them for the scavenger hunt. Let's look for the next thing.
What is the next thing?
Oh, look at that. Right there in blue on the list. And we found one right here. He's not blue, but this is what we were looking for. And if you look closely, he is sealed shut in there. And I'm not going to bother him, but now we know we found that guy.
With a bunch of barnacles on it.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't want to touch.
Check out this one.
Look, why is there black sand?
Look at this. Look at the color on that.
Oh.
And you flip it over, and all the barnacles are on the other side. That
I
almost
found
looks
some
like
black
abalone.
sand. I found some black sand.
Did you get abalone this far north?
I don't know what abalone is.
Well, that's the kind of shell that it is. They look like clams. They're big, big, big.
It's a little windy, but as we search, I've actually found one of the things on our list. Boom, here we go. This here, I don't know if it's a clam or a mussel. I'm not adept at oceanography, but this one is live. There is a sea creature in there. But I wanted to show you what it looks like inside. I'm gonna set him free. Inside the shell, it looks like this, and this is what you call a shell butterfly. Isn't it beautiful? It's got the purple, and this is what it looks like inside that guy's home. And he closes it and protects himself just like that. We're gonna put this one back in the water so that if another sea creature wants to use it as a home, it can. All right, Roland, I'm looking for things on this scavenger hunt list. Maybe you can help me find some of them. We already found the clam in the top right, and a shell, and crabs. I pretty much gave up on the mermaid. I don't think we're gonna find that. And the turtle. I don't think those are around here either.
So you already found a shell, right?
Yeah, but that round one I haven't found. What about seaweed? Do you know where any of that is?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
A lot of seaweed. Can you grab a handful of it and show me? So we just found seaweed on our scavenger hunt list. All right, thanks, Roland. Do you want to eat that? I heard people eat that.
It's good.
I found to open one of those, and they look exactly like the other one.
Why don't you tell me about it?
I just found it.
What do you call that? Do you remember?
Clam butterfly?
Yeah, clam butterfly or shell butterfly. That is beautiful and big. We're finding so many of these things, huh? That is a sand dollar. You are right. So let's go ahead and put it back in the water so it can stay alive. Good job finding that. I just wanted to say goodbye and thanks for joining us for week 6 of specials. And before I go, I wanted to show you what I found. This is a chunk of beechwood. Isn't that so cool? A last memorial for one of our last videos. I'll see you guys next week though, for sure, for another episode of Specials.
Hi everyone. We had so much fun with summer camp last week that we're going to do a week 2 of summer camp, some more camp songs. And I'm going to start this week with a song that we did earlier this year with a man sitting around the campfire in another country singing the song. And yep, we're going to do Waltzing Matilda. And before we start, I'm going to go over what a few of the words mean, because in Australia, they do speak English, but they also have certain words that are probably more familiar to people who live in that country, but sound really weird to us. And in order to understand the song, you've got to know what the words mean. So here we go. The first word in this song is swagman, and a swagman, you can see a picture of him right here. It's somebody who's a drifter who kind of moves from job to job. We have people that do that in America too, but that's what a drifter looks like, or a classic drifter looks like in Australia. The second word is billabong, and that's just a water hole. There's lots of different water holes, but there's a picture that they had in Wikipedia. The next word is a coolabah tree, and a coolabah tree is a eucalyptus tree. There's not a lot of shade there, but it says that the drifter was sitting under the shade of a coolabah tree. There's one by a billabong. The next word is billy, and a billy is the can that's cooking water. A lot of times it looks just like a tin can. So that's a billy. The next word is Matilda, and I always thought Matilda was a woman, and I think they kind of want you to think that a little bit because they use the word waltzing, which is a dance. But this Matilda is that kind of blanket roll that he has on his back, and I found this diagram for waltzing Matilda. I thought it was pretty cool. The next word is jumbuck. There's the jumbucks. There's 3 of them. That's a sheep. The next word is tucker bag, and it was so funny when I put that in Google, up came, I guess there's like, there's grocery stores called Tucker Bag in Australia because it's a food bag. And there is a koala that lives in Australia with his Billy on the campfire, and it says he shoved the jumbuck in his tucker bag. So that's not very nice because he put the sheep in his food bag. What do you think he's going to do with it later? It's horrible. But I thought that was a funny picture. And the next word is squatter, and that kind of has a negative meaning now here in America, but back in the day in Australia, a squatter was somebody who stayed on the land and developed it until they owned it. And the last word is troopers. There are some old-fashioned troopers. They were the people who were enforced the law, like policemen. Once a jolly swagman sat by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he sat and waited while his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltz Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he sat and waited while his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jumbuck to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee. And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltz Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up rode the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Up came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Where's that jolly jumbuck that you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Where's that jolly jumbuck that you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up jumped the swagman and sprang into the billabong. You'll never catch me alive, said he, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. All right, we're going to do one more camp song that I used to do when I was a kid, but we're going to do the version that we did, the funny one that we did in class, and it is On Top of Old Smoky versus On Top of Spaghetti. Here we go.
Here's a beautiful song from long ago. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with a cheese. Whoa, wait a minute. This song is about a mountain. A mountain of spaghetti. No, a real mountain. You know, with rocks and trees and snow. Oh, I see. So, no spaghetti? Not in this song. Excuse me. So sorry. I'll let you sing now. Thank you. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my poor meatball. Nope, no meatballs here. Oh, that's so sad. Look, why don't you just let me sing the song? No problem. I just sit over here and listen. Really? A sure thing. I'll be as quiet as a meatball. Let's see. From the top. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true sweetheart for courting too slow. She rolled up the table and onto the floor. What? What does that even mean? Well, you see, that's what happened to my meatball. Once again, there are no meatballs in this song. Oh, that's all right. Now I remember. So very sorry. Listen, I have an idea. Maybe we can sing together and make this work. Bellissimo! I'm ready to rock! On top of Old Smoky, all covered with cheese, I lost my true sweetheart when somebody sneezed. Achoo! She jumped off the table and ran out the door. But we had spaghetti, and now we'll get more. Ciao!
So we'll see you on the other side with some new camp songs and have fun with this. Bye.
Hey Beechwood Bobcats, good to see you again. Today we're going to do a little campfire dance called the Hokey Pokey. Here we go. You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, you put your right hand in and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left hand in, you put your left hand out, you put your left hand in and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your head in, you put your head out, you put your head in and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left foot in, put your left foot out, you put your left foot in and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your right hip in, you put your right hip out, you put your right hip in, shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left hip in, put your left hip out, put your left hip in and you shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your backside in, put your backside out, put your backside in, shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, put your whole self in, shake it all about. Do the Hokey Pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. All right, nice job, boys and girls. Do you notice anything different about Mr. Wheeler? That's right, I shaved my beard. Bye. Welcome back, Bobcats. Let's do some cool down stretches. Let's go. Feet straight out, reach out and touch your toes. Remember, blow out as you reach forward. You can stretch a lot farther. You're gonna hold each stretch for about 10 seconds and then go on to the next one. Next, make a V shape with your legs and let's reach out and touch one toe. Woo! Did you get a good workout earlier? I did. I'm even sweating. Woo! Phew! Other leg. All right, let's leave one leg straight out, bring the other one in, and then reach out and touch again. 10 seconds. And switch. All right, next one, the butterfly. One of my favorites. Put your feet together, grab your ankles, and push down with your elbows. 10 seconds. All right, leave one leg there, take the other one, put it straight out in front of you, reach this one over, and pull your knee under your chin and hold it toit, 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 like a toiger. Hi, Jackie. And switch. All right, shake our legs a little bit, shake our hands. Let's take a couple deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth before we're done. Ready? Another one, in. One more, in. All right, nice job. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
All right, we're back. Hey, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, one of my favorite places to go camping and to go and see and hang out were the national parks like Yellowstone National Park or Glacier. And we have Mount Rainier National Park right in our backyard. There is a documentary out called, I think it's called The National Parks by Ken Burns. And I'm going to show you a little clip about why I think our parks are really important since we're doing a theme on camping. I'll be right back with a song.
I remember the first time I arrived in Yellowstone, I got off the bus right outside the north entrance where there's that wonderful stone arch that says, for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. It doesn't say for the benefit and enjoyment of some of the people or a few of the people. It says all of the people. And for me, that meant democracy. And for me, that meant I was welcome. And I stepped outside, and as I was stepping down under the ground, there was a bison, a 2,000-pound animal walking by. And there was no one else around it. The bison was just strolling by. And I looked up at the driver and I said, does this happen all the time? And he looked at me and said, all the time. And I said to myself, I've arrived. and I can't imagine not being in any other place. And to be honest with you, once I stepped off that bus, I never got back on.
I love that because that's how I feel when I go into the parks too. It's like I've come home. I love being outside and love being in nature. So we're gonna do another song, and it's a song that you know, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. You have to keep playing and watch.
The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one. The little one stops to play with stone, and they all go marching down and down and down and down in the crowd. Across the field. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two. The little one stops to tie his shoe, and they all go marching down and down and down and down in the crowd. The ants go marching three by three, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching three by three, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching three by three. The little one stops to climb the tree, and they all go marching down and down and down and down in the ground. The ants go marching four by four, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching four by four, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching four by four. The little one stops to shut the door, and they all go marching down and down and down and down in the ground. Get in step now. The ants go marching five by five, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching five by five, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching five by five. The little one stops to take the time, and they all go marching down and down and down and down in the ground. Front left to the picnic table. The ants go marching six by six, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching six by six, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching six by six. The little one stops to pick up sticks, and they all go marching down and down and down and down in the ground. Put on your hiding gear. The ants go marching seven by seven, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching seven by seven, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching seven by seven. The little one stops to look, and then they all go marching down and down and down and down in the ground. The ants go marching eight by eight, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching eight by eight, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching eight by eight. The little one stops to shut the gate, and they all go marching down and down and down and down in the ground. The enemy go marching down and down and down and down in the ground. Good job! It's time for a feast. The ants go marching down.
All right, for our last song, really pretty nice calm song, one that you would sing right before you went to bed maybe. And I have known it for a long time, but I've never taught it to you before. So we're going to do that thing where I sing part of it and you sing it back, and then we'll sing it together. Okay, this song is called Barges, and I think it's beautiful because it makes you think of a picture in your mind while you're singing it. So I'm going to start and go first, and then you repeat after me. I'm going to sing it twice, so I will sing with you while you're repeating after me. All right, I go first. Out of my window, looking at the night. Here we go. Out of my window, looking at the night. My turn. I can see the barge's flickering light. Your turn. I can see the barge's flickering light. My turn. Silently flows the river to the sea. Your turn. Silently flows the river to the sea. My turn. And the barges too go silently. Your turn. And the barges too go silently. Here's that chorus we were talking about, the repeated part. I'll go first. Barges, I would like to go with you. Your turn. Barges, I would like to go with you. My turn. I would like to sail the ocean blue. Your turn. I would like to sail the ocean blue. My turn. Barges, have you treasures in your hold? Your turn. Barges, have you treasures in your hold? Do you fight with pirates brave and bold? Your turn. Do you fight with pirates brave and bold? Okay, that's most of it. There is one more verse, and I'm gonna say what it is, and then we'll sing it together. It starts out the same. Out of my window, looking in the night, I can see the barge's flickering light. Starboard shines green and port is glowing red. And as soon as I turn this off, I'm going to figure out which one is which. You can see the barges straight ahead. All right, we're going to sing it together. Before we do that, port and starboard. If you're facing the front of the ship, let's say you were steering it and you're facing the front of the ship, the right side is starboard side. Because most sailors were right-handed, and so when they steered the boat, they steered it from the right, and it was an old English word that means steer from the right, steered starboard. And then port is on the left, and that's a whole other long story, but you can look it up. All right, now we're gonna sing. Silently, barges, I would like to can see the barges straight ahead. Barges, I would like to go with you. I would like to sail the ocean blue. Barges, have you treasures in your hold? Do you fight with pirates brave and bold? All right, everybody. We will see you next week with our last video. Have a good weekend and stay safe. Bye.